How do I deal with it?
How do you constantly not worry about something?
So what do we call this?
So why are we born?
Is it an issue?
Words have the ability to create or destroy. So why are words so important? How do you think it impacts every aspect of our life?
It's a means of communication. Communication means there is a transmission and there is a reception. You're right now communicating with me through words, as the same way as I am communicating with you with words. So when I am communicating, I am the transmitter, you are the receiver. When you are communicating, you are the transmitter, I am the receiver. So whatever goes on in your mind gets formulated in the form of words, and you convey the words and I interpret the meaning from the words.
So how does it influence, don't you think it influences every aspect of our life? How we choose the word, what words we choose, in what tone we speak?
Yes and no. Sometimes you will see that people use words which are meaningless. Many a times you will listen to political speeches where they speak for a long time and they don't mean a single damn thing that they have spoken. So it is not always that the words are used with the intention behind the words. The intention is very important in whatever you are communicating.
But at the same time, a powerful politician can create a huge following using his words. Or a king who has to manage his subjects can really derive a lot of power from his words.
Yes, words are powerful. The importance in words is behind the intent. I can be an extremely good orator, but if I am not honest with my intentions, I can mislead you. And you gave a right example. Politicians have misled masses for a long time.
How does an individual use words to influence things and improve things in his own life?
Okay.
How can you use the power of words to influence everything?
Now you are on a different dimension. When you say a person is made of three components. One is the physical substance, cellular structure. Second is the mind, the mental substance. And third is the energy. So every human being has these three components as common. When I am using words, I am using words of a language which I am familiar with. You are using words of a language you are familiar with. I don't understand your language, you don't understand my language. But the thought behind the word is formulated in those words. Take that same example of I love you. The thought of love is formulated in those words, and it doesn't matter what language you are using. The thought is being attempted to be communicated. Okay? Different regions of the world, different languages, different words, but the message is the same. I love you. Yeah? When the words accomplish the intent, they are constructive.
Okay.
When the words fail to accomplish the intent, they are destructive.
How about the fact that you can use a positive word to deal with the situation and you can use negative words to deal with the situation? Don't you think one can create his reality by choosing the right words?
Okay. When you speak, 4-5 things are happening simultaneously. A, you are exhaling. Because you cannot speak when you are inhaling. You can speak only when you are exhaling. So when you are exhaling, energy is being utilized. The pumping of the lungs is energy. The air that is being thrown out is vibrations. Vibrations are form of energy. Add to that the sound. Sound is also vibrations. Again, energy. Yeah? Then you have words, which is language. So the intent behind the word. Because words are formed to deliver the intent. So the intent behind the word. So all this combined together forms speech, which is what words are. Now when I am saying something, I am releasing vibrations in the universe. These vibrations mingle with the universal vibrations. Now imagine a population of 7 billion human beings speaking. And let's assume that 80% of that population, which means 5.6 billion of human beings, are speaking negative. Negative vibrations are being released into the universe. These vibrations are circulating all around the earth. And these vibrations are being absorbed by every human being. So 5.6 billion human beings delivering negative vibrations all around the earth are picked up by 7 billion human beings living on earth. How do you expect earth to be a happy place to live? If everyone has created a negative vibration using his words, you are creating a negative earth to live on. So if you are creating negative vibrations by using negative words and negative language, you are destroying yourself.
So you can just reverse the thing, that if you start using positive words in your life, if you start, don't you think it'll change a lot of things?
Absolutely. So what are these correctional programs that you are advertising and some of you are attending? The programs devise affirmations. What is an affirmation? An affirmation is a positive intent created in the form of words. Like you say, I am the master of my own life. I am able to achieve whatever I desire to achieve. What are these statements? These are affirmations created to energize you into positive creativity, which is exactly opposite of the destructive action.
In today's world, where a lot of communication happens through texting, so has it really changed the power of words?
Most certainly. I mean, texting is not new, it's not modern. I mean, you had written communication for years. You take companies or corporate world, you depended on memos, you depended on interdepartmental letters. So texting is today's terminology, where you have got this electronic medium and there you can text messages and have a social contact. But written word was always existing. Now there is a difficulty with the written word. When I am speaking to you, you are not only hearing what I am saying, you are also watching my body, you are watching my facial expressions, you are watching my eyes. So there is a lot of communication happening with my body. My body is speaking to you. My hands are gesticulating. So I am emphasizing what I am speaking with my hand movements, with my facial expression, with my eyes, and the tone. There is a tone associated with my communication. When I am writing the same thing in a letter form and I hand over a chit to you, all this is missing. My body is missing, my eyes are missing, my face is missing, my tone of voice is missing, and I leave the choice to you to put all these factors in those lines that I have written, and you can completely mess it up. I may be very polite in saying, I want to know this from you, and I write it, I want to know XYZ from you. अरे ये मेरे को ऑर्डर कर रहा है, I want to know अपने आप को क्या समझता है. But when I am talking to you, you don't feel offended because I am talking very politely to you. You can make out that politeness in my body language, in my facial expression, in my tone. In the text, all that is gone.
So it also means that in today's modern world, you have to be a lot more conscious of the words we use when we speak and when we write.
You have to be a lot more conscious the minute you take support of words. In today's world, you will see that people use words they don't even understand. Simple words. I mean, I normally use this example in several places. If I ask a person, tell me the meaning of law as you understand, and invariably I get answers, rules and regulations. Then my next question is, what is the difference between law and rules and regulations? And then the person starts thinking. That means he used the words loosely. Now you are thinking, now that I am asking you the difference between law and rules, now you have started thinking. So when you use the word rule interchangeably with law, you didn't really know the difference.
Yes.
isn't it? So when you are using words, we assume that the person who is using words knows the exact meaning of the words he himself is using. And unfortunately, 70, 80, 90% of the time people don't know the meaning of the words they are using. Words are powerful tools given to us as a means of communication. If I misuse the words, I can miscommunicate and create havoc. And today you are seeing that in news channels. You are seeing how passions are aroused by words inappropriately used at the inappropriate time in front of inappropriate people. So always remember, the power of words lies in the user of words. I can use it for great constructive work, like you see in scripts that are written, texts that are written, and I can use the same words in destroying an entire nation. So be careful with words.